Today, let's have a conversation about working environments. And seems weird, but if you've got a desk, that's not necessarily the best working environment. Think of the surroundings. Where is that desk right now? Now, we've actually had the privilege, or actually really the pain in the ass, of moving to multiple different locations over the last 2 years. We started off in a temporary building, and then we moved to another office, which was kind of too small, and now we're in a much bigger space. And it's kind of led to this conversation internally about working environments and how they impact the types of work that we do, and also the productivity that they enable us to have. So if we think about the working environment that we started off with, we were in essentially a tin box. It was a temporary building behind a church in a car park which had terribly noisy gravel everywhere, so all you could hear was cars going past, etc. If people were walking around in the building, it was really noisy, and it also felt insecure at times because we were right at the back, it was quite dark, etc. So during winter, it was kind of cold and foreboding, and in the summer it was way too hot. And don't get me wrong, it was a great place to be, it was a great place to start, but it did create emotions, it created concerns, and it really did hamper our own productivity because of those concerns. Now during that, one of the benefits I found was that I was able to find different spaces where I could be creative for different things. So we all feel like we're chained to our office. So maybe that's a home office, that's a spare bedroom, or maybe it is the agency building that you currently rent. That's where your office is, that's where you do your work. And yet if you think about this, there are different types of work where you can be more creative in a different space. So if you do have an office that you're not happy with, it doesn't mean that you have to go ahead and find a new place. Now, we are in a new place, and I'll talk about that in a second, but you can go and write a contract or prepare a quote in a coffee shop. And I've actually found being able to go to a different space, no matter where my physical normal day-to-day desk is, if I can remove myself from that working environment and put myself somewhere where there are no other distractions, there is the noise of the coffee shop, there's people talking, etc. It's just a hubbub in the background, and I'm able to sit and focus and get tons and tons of work done in a coffee shop. For you, it might be on the side of a river. Maybe you can do some fishing at the same time. The idea is when you're away from your desk and you're in a different environment, it does help to kind of refresh the brain. It takes away all of the feelings of whether it's enclosure or stress or sameness of the environment that you're in. So top tip would be, if you want to be creative, maybe you're doing a design, maybe you're doing a quote, maybe you're doing something that you've been putting off for weeks, then remove yourself from the working environment that you're currently in and go and try and find a space where you can be productive, be it that coffee shop, be it the side of the lake, the river, be it on the side of a main road. That would be weird. Now, let's also talk about where we are right now. We've just moved, and I'm pretty scared, to be honest. This is a big commitment for us. This is like 2.5 times the amount of money we've been paying for the last place. And the last place was great, but it was small. It felt enclosed. We couldn't have this studio set up all the time. We would have to pack it down and then get it all back out and put all the cameras and all the lighting and get everything all sorted out. It would take us about an hour to do a video. Now, in the new working environment that we have, which is 3 times the size of our old office, we're able to walk from over there to here, in front of the green screen. Yeah, that's a green screen, I'm afraid. Don't have beautiful walls or whatever scenery we chose for the background. And we're able to crack out a video in a few minutes, take the SD card out and walk back over there and go and process that. So the video we did, if you go and check out yesterday's video, that video actually only took us 10 minutes of one stand to do me talking, take the SD card out, and then go ahead and process it and get it online. So again, if you are feeling cramped by your current working conditions, then go and have a look. Is there anything else you can do? Are there any other locations that you could potentially move to give your team and yourself the feeling of freedom, the feeling of more room? Because when you're cramped in by either stuff or by small enclosed spaces, it can really limit that creativity. And if you've got a room that's maybe not too bad of size, but again, you've got lots of stuff in it, that's got the exact same problem. That's going to have that kind of foreboding, cramped, crushed in, rammed in feeling. And again, it doesn't inspire creativity. It doesn't allow you to feel relaxed and to feel focused. So one quick fix could simply be getting rid of all of the junk and putting it up in the attic or wherever you can hide it, or even just throwing it out or having a garage sale. Alright, so that's my musings about the environments that I work in, the benefits I have from taking myself out of one environment into another, and also the benefits of finding a bigger space, which we've committed to now. And like I said, pretty scared, but I'm enjoying it, so it's good. So what are your thoughts? Where do you work best? What environments do you work best in? How have you organized your office? Maybe share pictures, whatever you want to do in the comments below, or head on over to the Facebook group on wpinnovator.com/group. If you like this content, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like this content, and don't forget to subscribe.